This past year, we were able to launch what we call student success programming. And with this student success program, basically we had a couple of components. Number one, we had a school interventionist. She has one of the videos that you all are going to be looking at. Her name is Aisha, who was showing up to the school 2 times a week, spending up to 10 hours every week, supporting 11 students who are on our caseload. And in addition to Aisha, every student got a one-to-one mentor to help address the unique needs that they were faced with.
The best way to build relationships, one in DRW and with young people in general, for me, is to be transparent, to let them know in the beginning what I am there for, and I am there for them. I wanted to make sure that they knew the difference between the work that I was there to do and the staff of the school, and that I was not there on behalf of supporting things that were already put in place through the staff and other members within the school. But this was more about how do we, as people from the West Side, communicate with one another so that I can get a better understanding of who you are and what your needs are, and then I can help to then relay that message to the school so that we can change the trajectory of these young people that, have been given to us. So for me, it was all about being what I like to call like a buffer, right? So, kind of playing that middle part where I am in a space where I can talk to both sides. And I can advocate for both sides, but it was really about centering those students because, as we know, for kids on the West and South Side, they are usually they fall through the cracks unless there's someone there to really hone in on what those things are. And being at DRW gave me an opportunity to have that conversation and build with them genuinely by them, one, being able to relate to me, I can relate to them. I look like them. That was one of the easiest ways in, was that, man, this is somebody that looks like me. She talks like me. She understands my lingo and my language. So just really letting them know that at this point in time, we're here to just genuinely learn one another and connect and build from there.
So before my connection with my mentee, I feel like she didn't have too many adults that were like in close proximity. She doesn't drive. She's in high school. I live in walking distance of the school. So I used to see her, but I didn't know who she was. And then we were acquainted as me being her mentor. She started seeing me, walking my dog in the neighborhood and speaking to me, chatting with me, letting me know what her moves were. And then when she felt comfortable, we started communicating via text, just check-ins. And just her talking more about her entrepreneurship, her doing hair and whatnot, and what her goals would be like after high school. I try to keep it light because I feel like it's probably enough people in her life that's pulling at her, demanding her time. I try to keep it interesting, and I lead with my character and personality and the commonalities, because I don't want her to feel like, this person, they think I'm better, she thinks she's better than me, or, she's just trying so hard to reach me or understand. I just try to make space for the things that she feels like she wants to dispel. I make sure I check in, and a check-in that I really feel like she likes is I would start our meetings with hey, where are you at? Are you a 1? 1 is you down in the dumps, you having a tough time. 5 is you feeling good. And she would be like, oh, why do you want to know how I am? I'm like, well, it depends. That's level sets our time together. If you were a 1, I know that, you're going to be short. You probably won't want to say much. And maybe I should check in with you another time during the week. Maybe it should be a text message. Maybe we should go link up, and do something, a FaceTime, or a call, versus sitting here in, in your school's classroom or something like that, office space. So, I feel like she really appreciated those check-ins, and I think they support the social emotional. That's what I believe, that they support. The evolution of her maturity, again, in the beginning, when we first were meeting, she kind of just was yeah, I'm making money. I have enough money to, buy what I want, buy my mom what she want, and, do how and what I want. But, I feel like she just became more refined, as the time went on. And she'll hit me up, from time to time, asking me hey, can we still, finish up this stuff with the bank account once I get my ID? So I think it's on her mind. It's just, you know, there's a lot going on for like young people right now. Like with dating and just like being safe, you know. I think that those are some things that are just taking priority for her right now.
My mentor, Miss Aisha, she was a very good person. Yeah, I actually enjoyed having a mentor. At first, I really didn't like it at first because I didn't know why I was getting one. So it was like, you know, I was kind of cold shoulder. But then I started warming up and I started liking it. Yeah. We're close. That's who I'm working with this summer. I've been going places. She's been taking me places. We went to Boston. She took me to Lori's construction site to see like different areas for trades and stuff. She's been trying to get me to see what I'm gonna do after high school, basically. Trying to get me to explore different things. She gave me motivation, like to do better, and she was talking to me. She was telling me her stories and things like that, and it was giving me a good insight on what I should be doing. And then I ended up starting, like from where I started when I first got a mentor to the end, I had a better slate. Like it was not as bad how it was before I had a mentor, and she was just a good person to be by my side as I was going through like all the stuff that I was going through up until the end of the school year. And it came out well. I had a good end of the year that came out because I got her in probably like March, so I ended up having a good end of the year after that.
There's a quote that says a child can't be what they can't see. And I wholeheartedly believe in that quote because I have, as someone who feels and understands that I did not have examples of what I wanted to be in my life. I had examples of what I did not want to be. And we should have more people in our communities who do well for themselves. And even if you don't stay, that you reach back for the generation behind you so that they know that there are people just like them from the same places and areas that they come from that not only make it out, but they continue to put back into those communities. Because if we don't connect with these young people, then they will find someone or something to connect to. And that doesn't mean it's always going to be something positive. And we see that every single day.